Do you feel like you owe Cardi B an apology?
I said, I'm sorry.
Do you think the court's decision was right?
Hell no! Are you fucking serious? If they ordered you to pay $4 million, would that be right? Even though you could be wrong?
Why do you think the court sided with Cardi B?
She got money, and she real little, and she look cute in person.
Right.
That heifer mean as them usually be the worst ones. And even when I went to court with old girl, nobody has ever stepped to me.
What went down with you and Cardi B to cause her to file a lawsuit against you?
I was talking a stripper friend of hers that danced with her before she became famous. She made some very egregious allegations against Mrs. Almanzar, and so because I published the video and doubled down on it because she told me, you gonna take that down. I was like, no, I'm not. Yeah, I said, the only way I take it down if a judge did, and that bald-headed judge told me to take it down, and I took it down.
How do you see all of this ending?
We in bankruptcy courts. She got all the records going back to 2018. We said, here you go. Wife records, husband records, everything. There you go. They talking about where the money go. To your lawyers. Wow. To the court.
I really want to have this conversation about, if I can, Tasha K. You guys saw that opening clip there. It's on the We in Miami podcast. And the question was asked about the Cardi B situation. Do you think it was right? Don't forget to make sure you subscribe, hit the bell on this channel, my brothers. But again, I just want to talk about, again, with people like Tasha K, and there's a big issue with people like her in a segment of the ladies in our community. Now, the one difference is that Tasha K is married. So we'll give her some level of credibility for that. But the imminent problem between Tasha K and many ladies in Black America is they're out of, in many aspects, not all, but there is some level of control that they're out of. This is not all sisters, but there's a certain segment in our population that we see they're out of control. And men too, definitely men. We're talking about her. She knows she has a lawsuit. Now, nobody likes Tasha K enough to talk to her on the podcast if they don't talk about Cardi B. It's not like you're talking to somebody who's really important. Let's say even Charleston White. Tasha K, you'd only want to talk to her for the lawsuit. There's nothing about her you would want to know. Shout to academics. So that's the only reason why you would talk to her. And I got that idea from her, and it's true. You would feel like, since you've already lost the money, you've already lost the bankruptcy appeal, let me just shut up. Let me not say anything. You see, let me not make my situation any worse than what it actually is. A person with normal sense would position that, but not when you're Tasha K. When you're Tasha K, you don't have that discernment. And see, they don't even understand that these platforms don't even like them, because if they did, they wouldn't even talk to you about that. But because they don't, they throw that bait out there. You're silly enough to go into it. And now you're wanting to blame her for why it's so much. But then the lady give you certain opportunities to remove the stuff and you didn't want to do it. And this is the thing about Tasha K. The husband is weak. And if you ever find certain ladies like Tasha K in the community that tend to create a lot of problems for themselves, and whoever they're with, ain't no male leadership there, all right? And when you don't have no level of male leadership, a man that will say, hey, listen, you need to stop X, Y, and Z because you're hurting the family. If not, I'm leaving. Because that man can't do that. That woman has gotten herself into a lot of trouble because she don't have no level of respect for the guy. That's obvious. You look at the Black community and you have these boisterous, problematic people, lack of leadership. This is what guys need to understand. If your woman respected you, she wouldn't be on the We in the Miami podcast talking like that. I don't care how much sex she give you. See, a lot of brothers out here feel like, well, respect is about sex. I mean, having sex is a good part of submission. But not damaging your situation is another part of submission, which we clearly know that Tasha K don't have no ability to do it. And what a lot of men need to understand, if the woman that you're dealing with doesn't love you enough to not put you in a bind, to not just do whatever she wants, you can't be with her. Now, it makes sense why she cheated on this man. She stepped out the marriage. He took her back. Now look at her. She's running rampant on people. And this is why a lot of y'all gonna have to learn this. A lot of you brothers are gonna have to learn this. A lot of you brothers need to understand that if you can't get a woman to at least see things your way, just leave her. What's the point of having her ruin, number one, her own life, but yours as well? Because it's going to be your fault because you sitting there letting her do it. She's talking to people crazy. She's getting y'all sued. She's doing everything else. And you sitting back being a faithful husband. She going out there cheating on you because you ain't going to never go nowhere. So what is the point of her listening to you? You ain't nobody to be respected. And every day Tasha K proves her husband's a punk. Every day. Every time she goes on and does this, you're like, oh, Tasha K husband, oh yeah, he's not to be taken seriously. You know, because she'll do whatever she want with that guy. Then what happens is, I'm going to tell you, a lot of brothers get situations where it gets too hard, it gets too stressful. Then you see brothers trying to like snap. Some brothers go crazy, you know, and do some mean things. And before it gets like that, to where, you know, you feel like you're being humiliated, leave her. Okay? This woman is going to destroy herself. That's one thing that men need to understand. Is she going to destroy herself? Yes. Okay. That must mean that she's going to destroy me too. Ain't no way of getting around it. She's going to destroy me too. Okay? I can think whatever I want to think, but she's going to destroy me too. If I'm dumb enough to keep sticking in this situation, I'm going to be destroyed. Just like The Godfather, the first one, Marlon Brando. The family was like, listen, we need to get into selling drugs. And Marlon Brando was like, listen, I know you want to get in drugs. And one guy was like, we can sell it to the blacks, let them destroy themselves. But he said, there's no way we can get in the drug business without our kids getting involved. The blacks are not going to be the only ones to be destroyed. Our kids are going to be destroyed. And that is very true. And the thing about it is when you have a lady like Tasha K that is rude, abrasive, does whatever she wants, has no consideration for her mouth, it's not just her that's being destroyed. It's whoever loves her is going to be destroyed. It's you who's going to be destroyed. And a lot of men don't want to hear this. I'm sorry. But man, stand up for yourself. Some of y'all not going to comment. I know some of you brothers out here is going through it. You're being destroyed each and every day. I get it. But stand up for yourself. There is no reason on God's green earth that you need to put up with somebody as crazy as this. Who want to work hard? Just somebody like that could take it from you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Put your fire, you deserve the bell. We're out.